Hey, hello everyone. So, do you acidify your water if you use tap water for your plants, for your cacti? If you're not, then you should. And what I'm going to do here is measure. This is rainwater here that fell from my from the gutters here. So, what I'm going to do is take a little bit of this. Let me see. Like that much. Okay, so I labeled it rain. I'm gonna show you guys how to acidify your water if you are not doing it already. There's a few things you can add to it, but the most common thing all these collectors add is vinegar, 5% acidity. I actually have a big gallon in the house, and I just fill this up for when this is pure vinegar. So, rainwater, let me just talk to you really quick while we are staring at these cups. How rainwater is the perfect water for cacti. And there's been studies that show that they strive in between 5 to 6%, or I'm sorry, a pH between 5 and 6, that they thrive, and their growth gets hindered when it's more alkaline. So the higher the acidity, the more alkaline, the higher the pH, the more alkaline it is, and the lower the pH, the more acidic it is. Now, you don't want it crazy acidic, but you want to mimic kind of rainwater. So I have a little pH meter here, which I'm just gonna let it's a little too much water. Let me throw some out. Is that good? Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna let that sit. Rainwater is typically between 5.5 to 6.5. Ideally, for cacti, you want to be between 5.5 to 6.5, but mostly try to get as close to 6 as possible. And wow, this is, oh man, my meter turned off. Let me turn it back on. Did my battery die? I use this all the time when I'm watering my cacti. No, it didn't. So when I water my outside cacti, I will fill up a 55-gallon barrel with tap water. Once I run out of rainwater, I will fill up a 55-gallon barrel with tap water, and then I estimate how much vinegar to add. And once I add the vinegar, I'll also add some fertilizers, and I'll test the pH to make sure it's between 5.5 to 6. And that's as close to, I try to get it as close to 6%. Not 6%, a pH of 6 as possible. So you see this rainwater, let's document this. 5.9. Okay, so a little under 6. This is perfect. So this is, let me move this. This is perfect for cacti right there. 5.9. Okay. Okay. So I filled this container up with tap water, even though it says alkaline. I filled this up with tap water. So let me put a little bit of water in here. And now let's measure. I'm trying to clear out all the water that's on here. And my tap water, I've measured it plenty of times. It's like 7. It's over 7. 7.5 to 7.9 sometimes. It's crazy. It gets pretty alkaline. For those people who like to drink alkaline water, like this one, the pH on this alkaline water is 8.8. that's good. I mean, maybe it could help you a lot, but the bad thing about having your body so alkaline also is, like when you're excreting pee, if you're a man or even a female, you could probably get infections because the acidity in the urine is what helps kills bacteria too. Yeah, so you don't want to be too alkaline, even by yourself, even on your own. So this was we saw this at 5.91, right? So it was right below. It's pretty close to. So look at this. This is kind of 7.5. Okay, so it's pretty much stopping around there. So this is two whole units more than 7.6. Okay, so this is like 2 whole units more than this water right here, if you can see right here. So now, what oat collectors also recommended, and this is what I do. Okay, guys, my camera shut off for some reason. Anyways, so now we're going to work on the acidifying the water. So people recommend you add 1 to 2 tablespoons of vinegar, and I'm just estimating here. I'm just estimating what 1 or 2 tablespoons. I think I put about 2 there. So what you want to do is mimic rainwater, and like I said, I'm going to shake this around. It's going to look like there's an earthquake going on. And usually I put the vinegar in first and then I'll fill it. So what there's been a lot of studies. There's been studies on cacti that they grow better in acidified water, or slightly acidic water with the pH of 6, in opposed to what the tap was. What was it? 7.8 or I don't know. It was really up there, right? So let's check out this acidified water. So it's called acidified because we're making it more acidic. The higher the pH, the more alkaline. The lower the pH, the more acidic it is. So let me just turn on my meter here. Let's see. Yeah, it's still not low enough. I have a really cheap meter, so it takes a while for it to get to the actual level. So let's just let it sit here. Let me turn the camera. You can see it's at 6.5. Yeah, so that little bit of vinegar acidified it a little bit. So this is why I use my meter. Sometimes, even if you help acidify it a little bit, it's better than the regular tap water. So sometimes I don't measure every single batch of water I do when I do gallons like this. But when I do big 55-gallon mixes where I add all kinds of fertilizers and tap water, I check my mix. It's always more acidic, and it's always more alkaline, and I always add vinegar to it to acidify it. So 6.55. So if I were measuring this, if I was measuring all my gallons, I would put the water back, and I would add another little bit. I think right now I put 1 tablespoon. I'm gonna add. Oh wow! All right, so that's probably about another tablespoon. So I think that's gonna do it right there. I want to be at 6 or as close to 6 as possible. I sometimes like going a little bit slightly under 6. So I think that's gonna do it right there. It's a lot better to do in bigger batches, but for my indoor seedlings, I just do a gallon at a time. Oh, the sun's coming up here. So there you go. It's getting to 6. Is it going to get lower than that? We'll see right now. No, it's about 6.09. So like 6.1. So I would go ahead and use this. This is perfect for cacti right here. And so when you acidify your water, when it's closer to a pH of 6, your cacti grow better, and there's been studies done on that. Their growth is hindered, and they don't grow as vigorous when they're the water you water with is too alkaline. So be sure to acidify your water. Simple 5% vinegar, just simple vinegar you got get from a store. And white. Make sure it's white vinegar. Don't get apple cider vinegar. So simple vinegar, and look at this. I turned my tap water into perfect water for cacti. And if you're adding fertilizer, make sure you check the water after you add the fertilizer and the vinegar, or else you're not going to get an accurate reading. There's some fertilizers that are really they're either more acidic or more alkaline. So you want to make sure you're as close to a pH of 6 as possible. Like you saw, the rainwater was it was like under 6, right? Is that what it was? So anyways, guys, just a quick video. Cheers, guys.